Hey there, welcome to our new video. Our topic: the Russian sleep experiment. Let's begin. The story claims that during the 1940s, Soviet researchers conducted a classified experiment in which 5 test subjects were kept awake using a gas-based stimulant. They want to know how much can go without sleep for how many days. They created a room facility for 5 test subjects who were a prisoner. The prisoners were kept with no sleep until they died. It was a cured experiment. Russians created a gas after inhaling. No person could ever sleep. Oxygen level in the room of prisoner was also monitored. Their room was filled with books, water, food, toilet. Day 1 to day 5. Everything was normal, but on day 5 prisoner were talking to themselves, and it was dark, very dark. They were talking about their life experiences. All subjects were paranoid about their life. They were confused about what are they? At the end of day 5, all subjects become depressed and stop talking to each other. It might be possible that because the gas in the chamber, the gas was so toxic, they stopped talking in their microphones. Day 5 to day 9. On this day, one of the subjects screamed, and it was too much sound for him. For at least 1 hour, the subject was screaming like a horror scene. After he stopped screaming, Russian scientists checked him, and they found out that he had broken his vocal cords by screaming too loud. After one first subject finishes creating. On the 3rd day, another subject started screaming too, and he got his vocal cords broken. Russian scientists again check all the microphones. Day 14. This day was very scary for Russian scientists. On that day, the prisoners were still lying on the ground and were not moving at all. They were given a warning that no one would try to attack the scientist. And Russian scientists said to be calm, or they would be shot on the site, and whoever listened to the scientist will be removed from the chamber. Suddenly a subject on the microphone started talking. "Don't free us out of this chamber, we want more of it." From here story takes a dark turn. This experiment was hidden, but the Russian government found the info of the experiment and said to shut it down immediately. Russian scientists opened the window of the chamber and let in the oxygen in the chamber, and the gas was removed from the chamber. All the prisoners say at the time to bring back the gas, "We will die here, we need that gas right now," and screaming again for the toxic gas. After checking the chamber for 5 days, the subject had not eaten anything. The scientific team checked the subject. They found out that the subject's skin and muscles were torn up into pieces. After examination, they have torn their own body with their fingers. Their digestive system was perfectly good, but they hadn't eaten their food for 5 days. They were eating their flesh. Subject want to stay in the chamber. They love the gas in the chamber. One of the subjects was taken to surgery, and they were given at least 10 times injections for sleep. The subject was not sleeping. Then the subject and the doctor got into a fight where the subject broke the doctor's hand. The same case was with one more subject, and during surgery, the subject was not sleeping either. The surgery was done while he was awake. The dark part is that during surgery, the subject was looking at the nurse with a scary laugh and smile on his face. The last subject was checking was dark. His brain and heart were not working, but he was still alive. When all subjects demanded gas, the new general of Russia said to put them again in the chamber for 5 days along with the scientist team. One of the scientists got a gun and shot it at the general, and then he got into the chamber and pointed the gun at the subject. The subject was not a human, his skin was dead, and he was laughing and smiling with his body torn up. The scientist asked the subject that, "Who are you people?" The subject answers with a smile, "We are the demons inside you." When he was shot, the last words were, "Finally, we are free now," and then all this was ended.